here today to witness and celebrate the wedding of Justin and Kristen. Surrounded as we are by those we most love, let us turn our hearts and minds to the two before us who wish to bind their lives together in peace and in love, thus celebrating the beauty and joy of life. Marriage is a supreme sharing of experience and an adventure in the most intimate of human relationships. Marriage has been described as living in love with your best friend. He's excited. Love is one of the few constants in the universe. Only love is capable of joining living beings by their deepest essence, uniting, completing, and fulfilling them. Marriage is a symbol of the commitment to create a lifelong partnership based on love. Marriage is not about marrying the right partner. It is about being the right partner. Marriage is a promise of hope between two people who love each other sincerely, honor each other as individuals, and who wish to unite their lives and share their future together. In this ceremony, Justin and Kristen dedicate themselves to the happiness and well-being of each other in a union of mutual caring and responsibility. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It is remembering to say, I love you. It is at no time taking the other for granted. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding. This is very, very, very important. Sense of humor. Remember this one. It is having a capacity to forgive and forget. All right? We don't want to forgive and then after 6 months be like, all right. Remember that time when you did this to me? No. It's forgiving and forgetting. And maybe learning about that experience, but forgiving and forgetting. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, the dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is discovering that your love for one another at its best will never lose sight of. Maybe he wants a microphone. All right, let's repeat this one. Don't even worry. This is pretty fun. That's true. Having fun. It is discovering that your love for one another at its best will never lose sight of or be bloated out with the commonplace experiences of life. So this is a new beginning for both of you. And I'd like to offer some gentle reminders to ease your lifelong task of living and growing together. First, be kind to each other. And when you disagree, do it with respect. Be gentle and forgiving with each other. Because when you forgive, your heart hearts make room for a little more love, a little more understanding, and a little more compassion. Communicate with each other. No texting, no emailing. Talk to each other. Especially if you're having difficulties in your relationship, you want to talk to each other. Do not argue through text messages. This is very important in a marriage, all right? Share the joy that's in your heart and the sorrow that burdens your soul. Open your hearts to each other and find love. Don't forget the love that you shared today. Continue to show your appreciation and admiration on a daily basis throughout the rest of your lives. Two among us have stood apart, come now in our presence to declare their love and to be united in marriage, facing the world strong with the courage of two. May they learn to share life's trials and grow in understanding and devotion to each other. May love and companionship abide in the home they establish. May they grow old together in health and contentment, ever grateful for the union of their lives. May they embrace one another, but not encircle one another. May they always meet one another, not to feel an emptiness, but to help each other. May they have happiness, and may they find it in making one another happy. May they have love, and may they find it in loving one another. Now we have Justin and Kristen before us, who wish to take their place among those who have said yes to living, yes to the hard task of loving, and yes to the best that humanity stands for. This celebration is the outward token of an inner union of hearts. It is a union created by their loving purpose and kept by their abiding will. It is in the spirit and for this purpose that they have come here to be joined together. And I'm going to start here, Justin. Do you, Justin, take Kristen to be your lawfully wedded wife from this day forward, to have and to hold, forsaken all others, for better or for worse, for richer and poor, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish for so long as you both shall live? And do you, Kristen? Is it Kristen or Kirsten? Kristen, all right. Just want to make sure. Take Justin to be your lovely wedded husband from this day forward, to have and to hold, forsaking all others, for better and for worse, for richer and poor, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish for so long as you both shall live? All right. May I have the rings? Great best friend. So traditionally, the marriage ceremony is marked by the exchange of rings. The wedding ring is the symbol of the unbroken circle of love, A reminder that love freely given has no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver. For each is the giver and each is a receiver. Let the seamless circle of this ring symbolize your commitment to love that is never ending. And may they remind you always of the vows you have taken here today. You can just start. Thanks. With this ring, I know. Take it and wear it as a part of my love, and as a symbol of all we shall share. Take it and wear it as a pledge of my love,
Take it and wear it as a pledge of my love,
and as a symbol of all we shall share.
and as a symbol
Of all we shall
we
share.
should share.
Since you love each other in your hearts and have promised to help each other to live and grow in wisdom and compassion, with these rings you bind your lives together for as long as you both shall live. You have declared before all of us that you will live together in marriage. You have made special promises to each other, which have been symbolized by the joining of hands, the taking of vows, and the giving and receiving of two rings. By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, I now pronounce you husband